I don't know about you guys, but one thing that I repeatedly got when I was a child was fake cards. And I don't know if this is by accident or just because you usually find these packs at flea markets, but I've collected a lot of fake cards over the years. And at first, it was just by parents or adults giving me packs that were clearly bootleg and not realizing it, and then I just had to store them somewhere. And but then I started actually, I got a collection that had some in there, and I kept on to them because they're really cool and kind of funny sometimes. So today I wanted to go over some of my favorite ones that I have, and I think these are actually pretty funny. So starting off, we have two battling boxer ones. We have Burning Knuckler practicing boxer and Burning Knuckler head guarding boxer. These ones are pretty shitty. These ones I actually bought, as well as the next two, at a flea market, and these don't really feel very good. I've seen some higher quality fakes, but even if you look at it, it's sort of like a foggy film over top. They're not cut very well. They're not actually quite the normal size of cards either. But one of the things that I liked about these ones were that they had, I mean, the Battling Boxer cards had never been printed in holographic form, and these actually look pretty nice. Obviously, I don't think we'll ever get high rarity versions of Battling Boxers, so that's kind of irrelevant. I thought they looked pretty cool, and we can kind of read one of these effects for fun. When there is any monster with name containing BK on your field, this card can be specially summoned from hand cards, but in this way, you cannot take part in the battle of this round. And yeah, that makes sense. They actually have the set correct, I believe, because it was, oh no, it was Tachyon Galaxy, so never mind, I don't think they have this correct. I thought it's funny that it says BK in the actual description, but it says Burning Knuckler at the top. That's kind of funny. I don't think the other one, yeah, the other one says BK as well, so it's pretty great. And they even have set numbers, yeah, because this one's, we have 18 and 16, so they didn't just put them all at the same. Stats are the same, they both say Warrior. Stars, one of the easiest giveaway of fake cards is the stars at the top. I'm sure many people know that, and obviously it's like really scratched up. They're not very high quality. But those are kind of funny. And then the other two, I actually sold a lot of these. I don't know. I actually think if you're at a flea market and you see fake cards, you should just buy them because people love them. But these two I hung on to because they're decks that I actually kind of like. So we have Volcano Knife, which is Volcanic Slicer, and then the Magic Bookman Bat. And yeah, so a common spellbook sorcerer, or spellbook condition of prophecy, I should say. So this one says, and these are from the same packs that the Battling Boxer ones were from. This one says, when this card is summoned, reverse, it is possible to add one magic card named the Magic Book from the deck into the hand card. It is possible. It's not saying that you can do it. It's just saying, well, it's possible. You can add the card in your hand. Once again, these feel very cheaply made. I don't think they're that great. Then Volcanic Knife, we have, this card can damage the opponent by 500 basic points. This effect can only be used once in one round. So if you enter a 9-round tournament, you can only use this effect once. And then there's a sticker that gets placed on your forehead to tell your opponent that you've already used your Volcanic Knife or Volcano Knife effect. Anyway, when this effect is activated, this card cannot be attacked in this round. Wow. So not only do you get to burn your opponent for 500 once a tournament, this card also just can't be attacked for that entire tournament, or that entire round. So that's pretty good. I don't know what the ruling is on if you have multiple copies, but so those are those cards, and those four were all from the same pack. The next one I feel like a lot of people have actually is Slifer the Sky Dragon. Back in the day when I got this, which is like almost 10 years ago now, these were like all the rage on eBay, just fake God cards. And now we have a lot of printings of the God cards, but back then we really didn't. And there weren't, I mean, I was just a stupid kid. I begged my dad to get me this Slifer, and I said that it was real, and actually when I got it, I like realized it was fake, and I had to like fake that it was real just to make it feel like he didn't waste his money. But anyway, fake God cards were once like a huge thing on eBay. So this one's actually not that bad. It feels like a card. The back is fine. I thought this was, I have another one that the back is actually red. You can see though it doesn't have any of the Konami or Yu-Gi-Oh logos like this other one does. So that's sort of a dead giveaway. I don't think the effect is too crazy. I think they always just use the same thing. The Heavens Twist and the Heavens Twist and Thunder roars, signaling the coming of this ancient creature and the Dawn of True Power. I think that's taken from like the show or something. It seems like all the fake god cards have that exact same thing. And this one has, I don't, yeah. So all of these actually do have the Eye of Anubis in the bottom right hand corner. I know a lot of people always say that, like, oh, that's like how you can tell it's fake if it doesn't have the Eye of Anubis. But I think that modern fake cards all tend to have that. This one isn't super cheaply made. Like I said, I mean the ultra rare printing is in fact stamped on there, and it is divine attribute, but obviously it's not a real card. The next one is probably my favorite and possibly the best fake card I've seen ever. Maybe not the funniest fake card, but I think it was the most well made. And this is King of Thunder Hamong. But look at this fucking rarity. This is actually just insane. And I don't know if the camera's gonna be able to catch it. You can kind of see it there. This card's fucking cool. So this reminds me of like a Pokemon full art in terms of texture. You can kind of hear this has like a grit to it around the whole card. And man, this thing is fucking sick. I'm not gonna lie. The picture doesn't have the grittiness, but it does have the holographic in the background. And this card's fucking beautiful. It's basically impossible to read. Can we even read it? Let's see. This card. No, it's actually just impossible to read on camera. It's pretty hard to read in real life as well. But this is definitely my favorite. I used to have this in my calculator case for a long time. And people just say, is that a fake card? It's like, it is a fake card, but like whoever made this one put a lot of effort into it because it looks really good. Honestly, better than a lot of the Yu-Gi-Oh rarities that we currently have. I mean, it's not very practical because of the texture makes it identifiable from a sleeve while it's in the sleeve. But man, I've never seen another fake card that has this style of bootleg rarity, but holy shit, if I ever do, I'm definitely picking it up. It's horribly miscut. I'm sure you can see that. It's pretty badly miscut. And this is one that I got from when my friend quit the game. He gave me his collection. He had some fake cards, and this is one of them. And I've always held on to this because it's just so cool looking. And like, yeah, the Ultimate Rare Hamon is pretty good, but this is the picture is really clear and it just pops. I don't know. I know, and this just says Beast Group instead of Divine Beast. And once again, this one has the Eye of Anubis as well. But this rarity is fucking sick. I don't know. I've never seen that before, so that's one that I always like to show people. The next two, I think I guess they're from different. So we have Flame Bird and Hell Flame Emperor. One thing that happens with the bootleg cards is they usually just do a translation from the Chinese version of the game, or sorry, Japanese version of the game. I don't even think I don't know. I feel like there hasn't been a Chinese version of this game for that long. I feel like they have like their own weird format that I've heard of. Anyway, that doesn't really matter too much. But so they usually say stuff like Hell. You wouldn't see Hell Flame Emperor in like actual TCG Yu-Gi-Oh! One thing to keep in mind is that these ones are actually, they almost feel like real cards. If these were face down, you probably wouldn't be able to tell that they were fake. The back, it's not, I mean, it's sort of miscut, but especially like this one doesn't even, I mean, that's pretty much like a real card. Maybe they're a little too glossy for real cards, but generally speaking, these look pretty realistic from the back. And these are pretty high quality made. They're definitely higher quality than any of the other ones that we have had here. The front is glossy, because when you touch, so if we go, now the camera focus is gonna be all fucked up, but if we go back to like these ones, these feel just like paper, especially on the back where it's like, yeah, you can even see if we flip the back over here. You can even you can immediately tell the difference here. These ones just look so foggy, and they feel foggy, and they feel cheap, where these ones have the glossy back, so it feels a lot more nice. Someone definitely put a lot of effort in these ones in terms of scamming little kids out of their parents' money. But we can read these effects as well. So we have Animal Bird dash effect. On the ground, as long as this card is displayed right side up and the monster's bird monster is damaged, the attack power of this card will rise by 500 points. Now, I don't know. I think this card is just called Firebird. Pretty sure it is. And I think the effect is that if it's on the field and a winged beast is destroyed, this gains 500 attack. So I guess that was like a decent translation. Let's read this guy. This guy's a little more complicated. This card cannot be special summoned. When this card is successfully sacrifice summoned, you remove up to 5 fire main type monsters from the game. Destroy number of magic trap cards on the field equal to the number of monster card removed by this effect. So that one's pretty straightforward. I always like the tense issues that tend to happen with these cards, just because when you're doing a literal translation from the Japanese cards, the tense just gets all fucked up. It's super hilarious. This one's actually pretty beat up, but yeah, I would rate these ones on the higher end scale of fake cards. So these are just some fake cards that I've let me try to focus the camera again. Sorry. These are just some fake cards that I've picked up over time. And yeah, I like these a lot. I think I'm going to a flea market. The reason why I was thinking about these recently was that I think I'm going to a flea market within the next couple days here. So I might get like a pack or two and open it on camera if you guys want to see that. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and looking at some fake cards. Let me know in the comments if you have any fake cards and what some funny ones are. I've had some pretty funny names in the past. I had like a Sangin that came from the pack that these four did. I can't remember what the name was, but it was definitely pretty funny because someone actually bought it for like 10 bucks. And yeah, let me know if you have any funny names that you've come across or weird effects or anything. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.